Yes, indeed, and I'm talking about you and me. I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. Yeah, I'm lonely as I can be. I'm waiting for your company. I'm hoping that you'll come back to me. What you gonna do when the well runs dry? You gonna sit right down and cry? What you gonna do when I say bye-bye? All you're gonna do is dry your eye. I'm walking, yes indeed, and I'm talking about you and me. I'm hoping.
Caught up with Phil. Now, we were here a year ago, and Phil, this bike a year ago looked a bit different.
It did. It didn't have an engine in it, and it didn't have the gearbox done, and lots of bits and pieces, levers and what have you, but it's nearly finished. Probably another 2 months or so.
Not running yet?
Not running yet, no.
And you're going to actually ride this around the Isle of Man TT circuit, I understand?
Yeah, probably not at their pace, but yeah, I'll do the circuit, and then we go on the mainland for another 3 weeks.
Oh, that'll be fantastic. I look forward to seeing it. Now, what's the major things you've done to it since we last saw it? I mean, it didn't even have an engine in it, so you've rebuilt the engine?
Yeah, rebuilt the engine, gearbox, made the exhaust system, and...
You've made the exhaust system?
Yep.
Yeah, you made it yourself. Yep. I mean, these sort of things you can't just buy off the shelf, can you? So you've got
No, a lot of parts you can buy from America, but no, most of it I've done myself.
It's fantastic. It looks absolutely beautiful. Is all the leatherwork original, or?
No, I actually bought that from Sweden, that seat.
Yeah?
Yep, and the saddlebags are just from the local horse shop.
Fantastic. No, it looks amazing.
Well, there's going to be some people out there that like me. I've got Greg here with a Z900 Kawasaki. What's the go of the Z? Do you like them?
Yeah, mate, love them. I've got a few. This one's actually a Z1 900.
Yep.
Yeah, the Z1 series went from 1972 right through till 1975.
Correct.
And then they actually became the Z900 from 76, which is the A4.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the first of the model.
Yep.
Yeah, the Z1.
How long you had this baby?
Only a short time. Yeah.
Only a short time. Did you restore it, or?
No, I actually bought it from a guy in the UK who was a restorer collector.
Right.
Sadly, it had a bit of an incident in the container on the way over, so the bike had to be dismantled and it had to be put into a jig straightening unit. So a frame straightener.
Jeez,
so
that's scary.
So it was pretty much a full rebuild after the transit. Yeah,
right.
Exactly
So
right.
You've got a spew there. Is this the only Z you got?
No, I've got a few. I've got a Z1B as well,
right?
Which is a 74, similar to this.
Yep.
It doesn't have a black engine; it has a silver engine.
Yeah, correct.
But same 4x4 pipes, all quite original. I've also got a Z1R, which is a black 1000cc, 1980, and I've got a couple of other things in the pipeline as well. But,
excellent.
Yeah, all Kawasaki for me.
So you've only had this a few
only
weeks?
a short time. No, I bought it at the beginning of the year.
Oh, right. Long enough to ride it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Long enough to ride it. Okay. Yeah. And so what the guy in England, he's pretty much come like this.
Exactly right. Like this, but unfortunately the crate broke on the way over, and the bike ended up supporting the crate instead of the crate supporting the bike. So the bike took a bit of a twist. So so it had to be comprehensively rebuilt. Frame-wise.
Are the other 900s finished, or are they in production?
Yeah, no, I'm riding them. Yeah.
You're riding them as well?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. So why are you a fan of Kawasaki?
Oh, I don't know, it's just the first bike I had when I was a young bloke, the first super bike, and just keep coming back to my sort of youth, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. Around this sort of era, you get the guys on the CB 750s, K1s, and then you get the guys on the Z9s, and then you get the Suzuki water bucket. So
everyone's got a passion for their own sort of style.
Super bike type. Brilliant. Shame you can't get up the racetrack.
No, I don't particularly feel like racing this one.
No, she's perfect. Excellent. Cool. Well, hopefully we can get some more of your bikes on the show later.
No worries.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Greg.
Good.
Now, another bike we saw last year down here was this one. It's owned by Bill. A beautiful machine, beautiful Sunbeam. What is it, Bill? Sunbeam?
1915 Sunbeam, 500cc.
500cc. So it's got a bit of compression in this little baby, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would imagine. Now, this last year was basically not very much at all. When we were here last year.
The engine was in it, and that was about it.
That was about it.
Yeah.
I understand now this is going?
Yes, going and fully licensed to run for the road. Yeah.
Can you go through the sort of setup? Because it's not just like a normal, we don't get on a bike and press a button nowadays. What do you have to do to start this?
Right, you've got the ignition lever there, which you bring probably halfway. Mm-hmm. You've got a choke lever there, which you shut off completely. This is the throttle cable, which you open up halfway. You turn the field on. You actually turn the oil on as well. And it's a drip feed oil because it's called a total loss. There's no oil whatsoever in the engine. It just burns the oil.
Oh, right.
So you actually count how many drips of oil
Okay, yeah.
goes through the container. So right, it's almost ready to go. Hopefully it will go this time.
There we go.
Now this is when it's running. So this is the goal. And that's the total.
So when you're running along the road, you're actually using that to throttle the...
You're using that and this. You're watching the oil dripping through the glass. You're opening ignition as you go along.
My God.
So that's it. And it comes to
Well, that's beautiful, isn't it? That's incredible, Bill. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. The only thing I know that I could operate on that is that. Oh, and that didn't work. That was good. There you go. Well, we're at our favourite place. It's called Whiteman Park here in WA. Behind me, John Fowler traction engine. A very, very old machine. Beautiful steam traction engine. Absolutely gorgeous. This is not quite so old. This is the brand new Triumph Bonneville SE. A great machine. Maybe you're watching this show and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I fancy getting back on a bike. I haven't ridden since the 70s or 80s. You know, I'm now in my 50s. And you'd like to get a motorcycle, but you're a bit worried about the speed of some of these new motorcycles that are out there, some of the power behind them. So you think to yourself, I just wish I could get an old bike. But if you get an old bike, you're going to get all the problems with an old bike. So why not go for one of these? It's the new Triumph Bonneville, as I said. Absolutely superb motorcycle. You know, the kids have left home, the wife's got a brand new convertible, or maybe even the wife's left home. That's the time to buy your bike. But then you're going to think, oh, the neighbours are going to think I'm having a midlife crisis. Well, wake up, you are having a midlife crisis. You reach 50, if you can't get what you want when you're 50, then you've got problems. Go out and buy one, but buy one of these. This is the way to start. It's a brilliant bike to kick off with. It hasn't got the immense power that some of these motorcycles have got these days, like the Rocket 3 and things like that. It's an 850 engine. It's going to get you where you want to go. It's not going to win any races, but it's going to be fun. And that's the whole thing about motorcycling, is fun. The new Bonnie comes with fuel injection. Well, you're saying, hang on a minute, there's carburetors on the side. But no, that's what hides all the fuel injection stuff. Absolutely brilliant. So it still looks a retro 850 Bonneville. The new Bonnie has changed from the 18 and 19 inch wheels from the old Bonnie. Now there's 17 inch all round. 17 inch alloys on this SE model, which is absolutely brilliant. For vertically challenged people like myself, it allows you to touch the ground. It also improves the handling dramatically. At low speeds through traffic, absolutely fantastic. It really is a great confidence booster. You'll enjoy riding this bike. You've not got to wake up and think to yourself, oh, I've got to get on the bike. You will want to put your helmet on, you'll want to put your jacket on, you'll want to get out and ride it. It's not super, super fast, but it's just great fun. And that's what motorcycling is all about, especially when you hit our age and you want to just enjoy yourself.
Hey!
Basically a single cylinder. You've got a basic ignition on that side, and then just pretty much most of the carburetors are handmade. Don't bend the old beast.
Sorry if I do, mate.
was a young lad of 9 years old when I first saw you at Wimbledon Speedway. You came up. You were racing for some other team then?
Newcastle or Bellevue.
On Two Wheels is brought to you by the following sponsors: